Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris here with Chris Johnson Coaching. And today we are going to be talking about visioning, which is also known as imagery. Visioning is such a powerful tool when it comes to mental training, mental toughness. So what we can do with our brain is actually trick it. It's amazing that when you look at imagining a situation, say riding a bike, if you imagine the situation of riding a bike or you go out and actually ride the bike, the brain doesn't know the difference between the two. The brain can be easily tricked to think that something imagined is actually real. So imagery and visioning will help you in many areas of your life. And the main aspect that we're focusing on is on sports. Now, it helps you get the best out of yourself in racing. It helps you get you the best out of yourself in training. And the coolest thing about visioning is that you never get tired. You can run 12 races in a row and you're not out of breath. But you're getting just as much benefits from imagining it as you would from being out on the track. You've heard of muscle memory? Well, it's the same thing, brain memory. So, and also visioning helps with confidence. If you envision yourself having the perfect gait and you keep doing that, you're going to build your confidence in the gait. So when you get up to that gait and you plow through there, you're already set. You've done that gait 50 times, maybe in your head, but you've still done that gait many times. Another great tool is called video imagery. And I want you to try that. This is going to be with your homework this week. So video imagery is when you pick, with BMX racing, you pick a rider that you love, that you can relate to. Maybe it's a pro rider, maybe it's an older expert rider, it doesn't matter. But you pick a rider that you love, that you have access to a lot of YouTube videos on. And what you do is, say for example, Sam Willoughby, fantastic racer. So you watch Sam Willoughby in the gate. You watch videos of him and you watch him blaring out of that gate, blasting out of that gate in first place. And as you're doing that, you start to imagine that you're Sam Willoughby. That instead of Sam blowing out of that gate, it's you blowing out of that gate. So when you're watching race videos, because I know boys, guys, you love to watch the race videos. So when you're watching the race videos, change your mindset a little bit and start picking one particular rider and you become that rider in that video. Some of the things to do with visioning and imagery, the best times to do it. Best time to do it is before bed. So kind of get into the habit and of doing it just before you're going to sleep. Also, do it 15 minutes before a race. So when you are getting yourself focused in a race, what I want you to do is, if you're sitting in the stands, say if it's say Las Vegas or Tulsa, or if it's a different one where you're under tents, get yourself in the chair, block everything else out, and close your eyes and focus on the race. You've gone through practice at the Nationals, so you've run that track, so you know that track. So close your eyes and go through the entire race in your mind and keep rehearsing it. Keep rehearsing it. It takes a while to perfect the skill of visioning. It's not something that you're going to get right away. And Olympic athletes have struggled with it. I've read books about Olympic athletes. When they start to vision, they imagine themselves doing the wrong thing. And it takes them a while to get to it. So if it takes you a while, that's okay. You're not going to go into visioning right away and be able to vision the whole race. And that's not what I'm going to want you to do. It's going to take you a bit. So like I said, start small and build up. What I want you to do is take particular things and rehearse it in your mind. Rehearse the perfect gate. Rehearse the perfect corner. Rehearse how you will get out of a difficult situation. Rehearse yourself in the rhythm section. Just take all the different pieces of the race and just rehearse those little pieces. So over time, to be a great visioner, a great imaginer with sports imagery, you're going to be, over time, getting up to 10 to 15 minutes a day doing this. That's not a lot of time. There's 24 hours in the day. How many hours a day do you watch TV? How many hours a day do you play video games? 10 to 15 minutes, and do it just before you go to bed. A great thing is, before competing, what most performers will do, they'll call it flashes of confidence-enhancing images. So if your parents videotape your races and you have some amazing races that that was one of your favorite races and you did so well, watch those races over again. Get into that moment. So when you're at a national, this is so important. Friday practice. Even if you don't race Friday, that's okay. But if you can get to Friday practice, one of the things that you're doing is memorizing that track. Memorizing all the parts of it. The first couple laps, don't go full bore. Kind of go through the track and just take notes, mental notes of each section of that track. Because that night, Friday night, before the Saturday national race, you are going to be, for 15 minutes, visioning yourself in that race. Visioning yourself in first place. Visioning yourself performing that awesome move in the corner. That's what you're going to need to do. Once you get into where you think you've perfected visioning and you do great at it, I would even suggest, instead of laying in your bed, get your bike out. Sit on your bike. Hold the handle grips. Feel the grips. Just kind of move with the bike as you're visioning. Just rock a little bit back and forth in a movement. That will help you. All right. Visualization homework. This is what I want you to do. Part 1. I want you to watch YouTube videos. Yes, you're being allowed to watch YouTube videos. I want you to watch YouTube videos of great racers in the gates. Pick somebody that you love. Donnie Robinson, Sam Willoughby, Nick Long. Doesn't matter. You pick somebody that you like and you watch their gates and you watch how good they are and how they blast out of the gate. So I want you to focus on one racer and start imagining that you are the racer. As you're watching it, it's not Donnie Robinson in that gate anymore. It's you. So imagine that you are in that gate. Then, after you've done that, I want you to take these images with you, and before bed, before you go to bed, turn out the lights, I want you to lay on your bed, close your eyes, and I want you to put yourself in the gate. I want you to hear everything all around you. I want you to see the people beside you. I want you to hear the cadence go when you're at the top of the hill and that first group goes through. I want you to roll into the gate. I want you to feel the grips. What do you see on both sides of you? What do you smell? I want you to do all of that this week. You're just visualizing yourself in the perfect gate. And then when the gate drops, you're coming out of that gate in first place. So that's what I want you to visualize this week. And 5 minutes every night. That's what I want you to work on. Visualizing the perfect gate. All right? Well, thank you for watching. Can't wait to touch base with everybody again with some more EFT sessions. I'll talk to you again.